Bucknell. And we have a little change here in the Bucknell lineup. Tell us about that.
As mentioned before, one thing that wrestling teams look to avoid as much as possible is forfeiting in their lineup. So today we see Miles Tackett's at Bucknell Bison's usual 174-pounder sideline today. So we have 165-pounder Shane McFillin, freshman, getting bumped up to 174 for the opportunity today. You'll see he's wrestling Kyle Gray from the Morgan State Bears, who's also bumping up from 165. So this is a 165 bout being wrestled at 174 due to both teams avoiding a forfeit.
Okay, McFillin taken down in the first period here. We have 2:32 remaining. No, excuse me, we have 10 seconds remaining. The first period winding down, and there is the escape by McFillin.
McFillin is also in a hot spot wrestling spot in Pennsylvania. He's from the Bethlehem area, and he went to high school at legendary Bethlehem Catholic, coached by Coach Karam down there. He's a great coach. He's been there for a while. Definitely knows what he's doing and has brought out some great prospects, such as Shane, to the college wrestling world.
Shane is a freshman. He's going against a junior who obviously has more experience at this level. But McFillin, coming as he did from District 11, knows what he's doing on the mat. It's interesting that both of these wrestlers have bumped up, so there's no real advantage as far as size is concerned. 3-1.
Yeah,
Kyle Gray.
I think that is important to note, because if it was a 164 versus 174 pounder, there would be like maybe a significant weight differential. 9 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but in the wrestling world, 9 pounds.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Trust me.
These guys in the off season are probably 15 pounds heavier.
Oh, definitely.
And they do cut weight. That's one of the, I think one of the bad things about the sport. Cutting weight is never fun.
No, but I think as time is passing by, I think that that issue is starting to be resolved a little bit through like certification checks with personal trainers. Yeah. Wrestlers are required to weigh in at the beginning of the year, and it is then determined how much weight they are allowed to lose throughout the season. And that is just to keep the wrestlers healthy and make sure that no one's going past their limits.
At one time, that was not the case, and there were people cutting a ton of weight. That pun is definitely intended. There were guys who cut a lot more than they should have in those days because they wanted to be at a size where they competed in the weight class. They wanted to be big.
Yeah, that was a little bit before my time while all those events happened, but I'm glad that it was able to shine some light onto the topic, because, I mean, there were some guys that were seriously hurt cutting weight, and I think that a change needed to happen, and I'm glad it did.
Well, you probably don't remember either. At one time, the first weight class in collegiate wrestling was 118.
118, yeah. Actually,
oh, my God.
One of my wrestling coaches growing up, his name is Brian Capusta. I'm almost certain he wrestled the 118 wrestling, or the 118 weight category.
Coaches asked people to cut just an unsafe amount of weight.
Yeah, and that also puts wrestlers in the situation where they have to determine whether it's better for them to go up and be strong and feel good at the weight class above, or if they want to lose weight and try and get down. And that falls onto the wrestler's shoulders year after year, and it's important to make the right decision.
McFillin with an escape, now behind only by a point, 3-2. He's looking for a good shot so he can get a takedown, pick up those 3 points that he wants to give himself a chance here in this bout.
You'll see both wrestlers in the hand fight right now. The main goal of the hand fight is try and move your opponent around to try and set them up for a nice shot. As we see McFillin on a nice single, he starts bringing it up. He's looking to bring it up all the way. He goes for the leg. We can expect McFillin to bring it back up all the way. Here we go.
Good position and the takedown, Shane McFillin.
So now that McFillin is on top, the riding time will start going in his favor. It'll start reversing on the Morgan State Bears and start going for the Bison. So right now, the Morgan State Bears have 24 seconds of riding time. But every second that Kyle Gray is down, McFillin, that time will be reversed. And when it hits 0, it'll start going in McFillin's favor.
We have a lot of time left in this bout. 1 minute remaining, second period.
You'll see McFillin get that boot in on the right side. Usually that's a pretty useful ride. If you can get that boot in, flatten guys out. It's pretty good at accumulating riding time.
McFillin with an arm bar.
He's looking to lock up a cradle here.
He has the cradle locked. He has his hands locked together. Looking to turn Kyle Gray.
Oh.
Good defensive motion there by Gray to get his arm out.
Gray pulls his arm out, and still 25 seconds on the clock here, so there's a lot of time for some action to happen, as the ref calls a stalemate. A stalemate is when the wrestlers are in both position and there's no action happening. It's not a stall on either wrestler, but it's more of just a reset. Let's get the action going again.
McFillin with a very good cradle, and then Gray countered that by getting his arm out through. That was a good counter on his part.
You'll see Gray really working for an escape here in these last 10 seconds.
There is the escape. Good job by Gray to come out of there. 5-4. McFillin with the single-point lead.
Here we're going to see Kyle Gray choose down. McFillin has 27 seconds of riding time, so if he can ride Gray for 33 seconds, he will receive that 1 point at the end of the match if he does not get taken down, which could ultimately be the deciding factor in this match.
McFillin in on top.
You see he snakes that right boot in again, and the ref is now...
McFillin maintains control of Gray's leg. You see that leg lock that he has on him.
McFillin's looking to work that bar arm in on the left side.
He went from that to a cradle the last time he was in this position, if you recall from earlier in the bout. McFillin tying up the arms.
Another stalemate here. The ref just wanting some more action. No stalling called on either wrestler. And if you look at the scoreboard, McFillin has accumulated a minute of riding time. If he's able to keep over this minute, then he will receive a point at the end of the match. This is important because if Gray were to escape, the score would be 5-5, and Gray would still be losing due to that riding time.
McFillin again with the leg ride. You see how long and lanky McFillin is. That certainly lends itself to the style that he's using.
Yep, and you'll see the move on top. It's called riding legs. It's a very effective way to ride someone in wrestling, get riding time. It is very hard to get out of on the bottom end, as you see Gray trying to work off of his stomach.
Gray is continuing his aggressiveness here, trying to come out, but McFillin really has him tied up, throws the leg in again.
You'll also see that McFillin has the riding time point locked, so the score right now is 6-4. So even if Gray were to get an escape, he would still need a takedown to win the match.
And there is a warning for stalling on McFillin. In the referee's opinion, he wasn't trying to improve his position. No point awarded, but it is a warning.
Yep, and you'll see the Bucknell coaches telling their wrestler, don't worry about it. You're up by 2. You can get another stall. Just hold him down for these last 26 seconds.
Again with the legs.
This can be a dangerous position here, as a reversal would tie the match. But McFillin flattens him out. Closing down, 10 seconds left in the match.
Put Gray right down in a bad position. He's flat on his stomach. There's nowhere to go, and time is running out. 3 seconds.
And that's a good win from McFillin from the freshman. His number was called, answered, got the win with a gritty W.
Bucknell leads it now 35-0 over the Morgan State Bears. And we will be back right after this.